I hope everyone's vacation is going on nicely and you're all having fun, hopefully. The ones who are not doing internship at least, which is just me and Pranav, I guess. So we are here again in another meeting online. So let's begin. I'll be your essay for today. So I'll just remind you of the three golden rules we follow in all our Toastmasters meetings. One being, make sure that your noise-making devices are on silent. Please take 5 seconds to do that. Okay. Next rule is that we do not move around and disturb the orator or the speaker. So just in case a speaker is speaking, make sure that you don't keep switching on and off the video, which might distract the speaker in our case today. The next rule is do not touch on topics that might be sensitive, that such as race, religion, and sex. If you want to talk about certain things, put it in such a way that the listener might not feel offended in any case. That's all from my side. I hope we have a fun meeting. Over to the TMoD.
Nice, nice. Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
Before the
sorry.
TMoD goes on, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Happens. Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is the part where
Good
all of
morning.
you say good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We hope you turn on your video as well.
So no, I can't read it. Well, shifting is happening. Anyway, nevertheless, let's continue. So, welcome to meeting number 246, themed vacation mood on. And before we get on with the meeting, I have to start the meeting. So, do I have a gavel? Okay, nevertheless, meeting number 246 is declared open. So that's that. And then announcements. As of for announcements, we have nothing as such. We are not towards the run-in of our term towards the last meetings. So yeah, here onwards, most of the work will be done by the coming XCOM. And yeah, nothing, no announcements as such, no the completions have been done in the recent times. So yeah, moving on. Oh yeah, sorry. Our club, PR, over the past two terms has won a lot of concerning amount of awards, to be honest. So congratulations to Toastmaster Sharanya for the best guest play. And then what are the other awards? Best Reel Award, PR Presence Award, and the list goes on. I think there's like two, three more awards. I'm not current with the names, but yeah, that's one announcement. And we got Spirit of District 92, and yeah, some of the awards. And I think we are yet to get one award. I'm not sure. Someone has to go and collect it. So that's that. Uh, yeah. So like every other club and every other meeting, we have our own, what is it called? Theme, or what is it? Motto. So the motto of Toastmaster Amrita Bengaluru is, or not Toastmaster International in general, is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. All right, yeah, and that's the motto of a club. And the other thing is we have a rendezvous meeting in the evening, so please do attend that as well. Yeah, and without any further ado, let me call our TMoD, Toastmaster Viraj, to introduce him. Now, Viraj, how do you want to be introduced? In a very respectable manner, or do you want me to rinse you in front of 13 people?
I would say be genuine.
Genuine, okay. Oh, okay. That's a good one. So Viraj here, nevertheless, you know what? The meeting is being recorded. If I'm asked to be genuine, then yes, this can't go on YouTube. So nevertheless, TMoD everyone, Toastmaster Viraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhilesh, for that wonderful introduction. Now, I'd like to start with there are some words in this universe which, when spoken, gives us a rush of emotion, one of which is vacation. Wow, what a word! Such a pleasant feeling. My happy days are finally going to start now. But before I start with my vacation, thanks to Ralph C. Smedley, who founded this club in 1924 and added an element of Toastmasters to my vacation. The Toastmasters Club is spread across 144 countries with more than 280,000 members in it. Sad, not all of them are on a vacation right now, but we will continue with our gathering as we are on vacation mode. I have realized that everyone has their own variety of the topic. I will tell mine and then we will love to know what is yours. My perfect day during a vacation would be to wake up with the warm light shining on my eyes, a slight blow of wind passing across my legs, birds in symphony of the morning chorus, and then I sit with a gentle smile on my face, looking at the clock and the time being 7:30. I get ready for my darling, my cycle. I love to ride it. This time, it is a perfect time when the world is at their home, getting ready to run again in the rat race, and no one is there at the streets. Me, my cycle, and accompanying us throughout the journey are those old and calm trees. I get induced with patience and love, and then I come back home to have my nashta, breakfast. The taste amplifies for a hungry man who rode for an hour. Don't get me wrong. But this is incomplete without Sinchan or Benten on television, and a cup of hot coffee after that. This is followed by playing my first few initial video games I ever had, Plants vs. Zombies, Road Rash, and Mean Joe. Under the cool air of AC. When I'm tired, I go to sleep and find myself waking up with the light of the sun again, but this time it is orange, to know that it is evening. I then go out wearing my jersey and studs to play football for about 2 hours. And then it is followed by me meeting my friends and hanging out with them, laughing, noticing people around us, getting noticed by people around us, pulling each other's legs and talking about each other's relationships, festivals, friends, and every wild topic one can ever imagine. Coming back home at around 8:30 p.m., I get to have a delicious dinner all together. Past dinner, it is a family time where we all sit together again with a bowl of ice cream in our hand, talking, laughing, and enjoying each other's company. This gets followed by chatting with some friends online and getting into hibernation again for 7 hours. This is my perfect day of a vacation, and I would like to know what is your perfect day of a vacation, if anyone wants to tell.
Yeah, why not? So my perfect day starts with me going to sleep at 5 o'clock in the morning, then my dad waking me up at 7 o'clock, and then then I go sit in the hall, wait for chug off 3 mugs of coffee, and like I mean literally mugs, and then again have breakfast and go to sleep, then wake up at 1 o'clock exactly, because that's when dad comes back from office, and so I take bath and then get ready, and then we have lunch, and then I go to sleep again. Then I wake up at around 6 7. Then I trouble Viraj or something, or if that either that happens, or this person doesn't pick up phone, or sometimes I don't call him at all. But nevertheless, then I have dinner at around 8. Then I'm on my own. I don't know. Then the rest is miscellaneous part where none of it is accounted for. So that's a ideal day, typical day, not an ideal day. That's how vacation is going. And I think I'm just blabbering at this point. So complete.
I must say that was an insane schedule, indeed. Anyone else? Pranav Nair, can you please tell your schedule? He went.
He's a second year now. You can't blame him into anything.
Sure. So if no one else wants to tell the schedule, I will move forward with the meeting. So now I would like to call upon a general evaluator, Toastmaster Aryan, to tell his role in this party. For Aryan, he tells that he's someone who believes that the weekend after exam feels like a longer vacation compared to summer holidays. Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you for that intro. Now, am I audible and visible, everyone? Okay, so I wish there was just a vacation mode on and off switch that we could turn off and turn on. It's never actually like that. As soon as your exams get over, there is some or the other thing that is left over from the last semester. It could be the calculation of marks. It could be how that one teacher did not give you enough internals. Or it could be projects for some of us AI and CSE folks. Now, I personally believe vacation is 40% vacation and 60% complaining that we did not do enough in that 40%. And I think most of us would resonate with that. So welcome everyone. I am Aryan Kothari, Toastmaster Aryan, and today I'll be the general evaluator for meeting 246 vacation mode on. Let's give it up for it. Let me see some hands in the air. Yes, yes, that's better. Okay, first, and again, let's congratulate the last XCOM for that number as well, 246. It took us a long time to get there, but now we are there and happy to be there. Okay, now in my role as a general evaluator, I will be making note of everything that happens in the meeting, making note of everything you say, making note of everything, every role, every person, and giving my evaluation at the end of the meeting. But to help me do this role, I have my team of three monkeys, three people, three pillars called the tag team, which starts with the timer. The timer for today is the timer for today is Toastmaster Pranav. When asked for his intro, he said, and when asked for his intro, he said he's a Charmander who's on a journey to become Charizard. Toastmaster Pranav.
Hi everybody, I'm Toastmaster Pranav. I'm the first monkey of Aryan's team. So my role in this meeting is basically that of a parent for you guys during vacation. When we are enjoying something, I'll have to come and disturb you if you exceed your time limit. For that, I have my 3 cards, sub monkeys. First card, which is green card, which will be shown is the scene. Is the card seen? Okay. So this card will be shown when you're at 5 minutes, 1 minute. The green card will be shown when you're at 5 minutes in a speech or 1 minute in a table topic session. The yellow card, this will be the yellow card will be shown when you're at 5.5 minutes in the speech or at 1.5 minute during a table topic session. The next is the red card, which will be shown when you're at 6 minutes at a speech or at 2 minutes at a table topic session. Please note that there's a buffer time of 30 seconds. And next, that's it. Back to Aryan.
Okay, thank you for that introduction of the role of timer, Toastmaster Pranav. Now, next we have our R counter, which is Toastmaster Hridya. When asked for her intro, she says she lives for vacation. They are her happy place. Toastmaster Hridya.
Hello, everybody. So, I'm the second monkey. So, what exactly is the purpose of an accounter? The purpose of an accounter is to note the words and the sounds that are used as crutches or pause filler by anyone who speaks. So, during the meeting, I will be noting down the overused words, including as well as like, but, so, and I will also be listening to these filler words, including uh, um, and all of that. And I will note when the speaker repeats any particular word or phrase, and I will be reporting at the number of times that each speaker uses these expressions. And I'll also be giving a few suggestions so that every speaker will be able to improve. Thank you.
Thank you for the introduction of the role of R counter, Toastmaster Hridya. Next, we have the Grammarian, Toastmaster Harsha. When asked for her intro, she says it's so finally refreshing to enjoy a break that she has been longing for a long time since she finished the 10th grade. Toastmaster Harsha.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters. I am Harsha, your grammarian for today, and also the third monkey of Aryan's tag team. And today, as a grammarian, I'm going to keep making note of all your language usages. I will be noting down all your good language usages as well as I'm going to keep tab and correct all your incorrect usages as well. As your grammarian, I'm going to introduce the word of the day and the idiom of the day. The word of the day is gallivant, which means to travel, roam, or move about for pleasure. If I have to use it in a sentence, it means if I have to use it in a sentence, you're too old to go gallivanting around Europe. And the idiom of the day is to hit the road. To hit the road means to set out on a journey. If I have to use that in a sentence, we are hitting the road early tomorrow morning. You can also use this when you have to bid goodbye to somebody. Well, it's time for me to hit the road. I will be displaying the word of the day and the idiom of the day in the chat, so I encourage all the speakers to use it. Yeah, so over to the general evaluator.
Thank you for the introduction of Grammarian. Again, to iterate, the monkey comment was not a derogatory or insulting remark or racist remark to anyone, but rather referencing Gandhiji's three monkeys that essentially govern the way life should be done properly: see no evil, do no evil, and hear no evil. Similar to how our tag team will make sure that you do no evil in the meeting. Just few remarks as the general evaluator before you get the meeting started. Before when the person gets over with their speech or role, please make sure to clap visually or use the clapping emoji in the teams to have a more encouraging and positive environment, and make sure everyone uses the word of the day and idiom of the day, although that is, as the grammarian already said it, I just thought I'll reiterate it. Now back to our vacation master, Toastmaster Viraj.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryan and his three monkey team. So I would like to move forward by telling that there are three segments in this meeting. First of all, we'll not call this a meeting. We'll call it, it is a vacation. Okay, vacation day. It is a vacation day. So cheer up, guys. It is not a meeting. Okay. So the first is the art of speaking, which is presented by our esteemed artists, Mansi, Shivansh, and Sharanya, who will be doing their prepared speeches. This will be followed by our pool party segment, the table topic session, where anyone can dive into the pool with the permission of our pool master, Pranav. Finally, our experienced evaluators, Jasvitha, Nikhilesh, and Sanidhya, who will be giving feedback to the respective artists in the evaluation segment. Now, first I would like to call upon the speech evaluator one, Jasvitha. She tells that stepping into her fourth year, she doesn't know if the vacation mood is going to exist for a while or not. Toastmaster Jasvitha.
1 second. Okay. Good morning, everyone. I am the speech evaluator for today, and my speaker is going to be Toastmaster Shivansh. And today, Toastmaster Shivansh is going to attempt his L3P2 in the pathway innovative planning. And the project is called Know Your Sense of Humor. And the purpose statement of this project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. And the speech length for the timer to note is 5 to 7 minutes. And I wish you all the best, Toastmaster Shivansh. I already know you have a great sense of humor. I'm looking forward to hear your collection of humorous stories. And over to you, Toastmaster Viraj.
Talking about Toastmaster Shivansh, the speaker of the day, he has been very consistent with his introduction. To tell that, he's a part-time student and full-time binger. Well, the topic is Toastmaster Shivansh. Well, why aren't you laughing? Well, why aren't you laughing, Toastmaster Shivansh?
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible and visible both. Just a show of hands if I. Okay, so thank you. I've got the permission from the TMoD. So, about 3 days ago, the election results were announced, right? And just like the whole of country, I too was kind of excited to see where it's gonna go. And so what happened exactly was we were living in a different city at that time. We were in a different city. We were in Noida, and we had to travel back to Gurgaon. So as we were traveling, nothing much was happening. There was these trends coming out, and every second I was getting a bit tense, but my father was just, his blood was boiling seeing the election results, like most Indian fathers did that day. So what happened next was, as I had reached home, father went to the office, but I realized something. I'm kind of turning a bit into my father, and I'll exactly demonstrate how I realized it. What happened was actually some 3 minutes into a news segment, I found myself staring at the TV like this. And at that exact point, I realized that a bit of Indian father genes have finally traversed their way through me. Because I don't see any 16, 17-year-old boy standing like this. It's only the Indian fathers. And as I realized it, I also realized one more thing. Is the elections going to affect me? No. But what does give me the kick? What does make me go excited for some stuff? It is quite simple. Having arguments. Some of you here might know about my argument with another tab member in the tab spam chat. So that is basically the elections day. Me standing like this and my father standing like this. In the complete shock as to what has happened. Can I just ask anyone from the team, from the meeting, to make the timer highlighted? Yeah. So as we're going through the normal process of counting and everything, in the night there's this political discussion going around. And so my family, they're quite a staunch BJP supporter. I've had some previous generations also being part of the Sangh or the RSS. So there was obviously a feel of gloom in the air in my home as the results kept pouring in. And then there's my 10th grade sister. Now, obviously, elections, she knows everything about it. But she just doesn't care enough. And that is exactly what happened. She wants to watch Office. Now, we have one TV at the home where both your daily news routine and everything can be streamed, and so can be the Netflix and the Prime Video. Now, currently, the Office is on Netflix. I think I have never watched it. So there breaks an argument between my father and my sister as to who's going to watch who. While me, on the other hand, I'm watching the Cricket World Cup from the comfort of my bed at my home. As things just start to get a little bit out of hand, the savior of her house, my mother, runs in, gets to a solution, and both watch their own things. This was the election. But let me tell you a story about one of my exams. So, at the end of second semester, which was offline, I had my chemistry and SEM scheduled at the 1:30 of the evening. Right? So, quite simple chemistry. I don't know how many of you have been taught in the college, but the thing about that is, it's quite easy. You didn't need to learn much. It's basically just some 12th and first semester topics. So I was quite relaxed because this subject I know. I don't need to learn much. I was quite relaxed, roaming around. So around some 1:05, I realized that no one in the class group has done their duty of sharing the schedule, not schedule, my bad, not schedule, the seating plan with us. So I go to check the seating plan and thought, since no one has done it, I guess I should be the person to do it now. So take out my phone, and there's this one sir sitting. I'm not sure what his position is currently, and he just runs through the department straight to me. He's like, "Are you using phone in front of the exam set?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. I'm using it to take the photo and send to the group." He's like, "No, that is not allowed." And he's like, "Give me your ID card or your phone." I'm thinking here, if I give him my phone, they might not return it. But if I give him my ID card, I can do some emotional drama and probably get it back before the exam. But the thing is, my exam starts in 25 minutes and I need the ID card for it. Kind of scared. But still, with bit of hesitation, but a lot more convinced than to give my phone. I give him my ID card. He's like, here's my ID card. Thank you. Now ask him, so sir, what is the process to get my ID card back? And he's like, write a letter. Now think about some colleges, some here being in one quotes, is that no matter what happens, they want a letter from you. Is my time over? I'm not sure because it was green some 10 seconds ago and now it's red. Really not sure. Can you just confirm it, Toastmaster Pranav? Okay. So with some colleges, they want a letter for everything. You want to take an extra cup from the cafeteria? Write a letter. So around 1:15 with an exam scheduled at 1:30, and as you know, cannot enter the exam hall after 1:30. So I have what 10 minutes at most because I have to go to my class, which is on the third floor, and run to the exam hall. So I take out my pen and I'm writing this letter. I'm thinking what I should write in the letter, what I can write. I mean, I'm sorry, it's the one word that I know to write. What is next? So, to dash dash dash. I am apologize for my behavior. Please give me the ID card and permit me to write the exam. Submitted. Now, after scolding of some 3 to 5 minutes, I get my ID card back and it's run through the college. Absolutely, I become a flash, just like the red color on the car. I become a flash and run through the college, give my exam. It was a decent exam. I don't remember how much I got the grade or, but this is what college life is mostly. It is a collection of incidents that you hope don't happen to anyone else, keep happening to you. And that is all my time. Thank you.
It was a pleasure to listen to such a fine-tuned speech with a comical and artistic touch presented by Toastmaster Shivansh. Now, next up, I would like to call the speech evaluator Sanidhya, who introduces himself as all he's doing in vacation is to sleep. Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viraj. Am I both audible and visible? Quick AV check. Perfect. Greetings, Toastmasters. Today, our dear Toastmaster Mansi is attempting her L1P3 in the pathway of visionary communication, and I'll be the speech evaluator for the same. The purpose of this project is for Mansi to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance his speech. Timer, please note that the time limit for this project is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Mansi, hit the road and ace your speech, and I'm sure that you'll do amazing. Over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Viraj.
So, Toastmaster Mansi, when asked for her introduction, she said that she's binge watching Netflix the way it should be binge watched. And her Toastmaster Mansi, Wonderla, a parallel universe. Wonderla, a parallel universe. Toastmaster Mansi.
Just wanted to confirm, am I audible and visible? Am I audible and visible? Okay, cool. So, hello everyone. Summertime is here. So, I hope all of us at some point have been to Wonderla or any sort of adventure land or water parks, swimming pools where we've had the time of our life with our friends. Correct? So every time we go out with our friends, there's definitely a small weird story to tell. And I am here to tell one such story. So brace yourself and tighten your seatbelt as I take you on this crazy ride. So it was a sunny morning, and me and my friends decide to go to Wonderla. And we hit the road and we pack our bags and we're singing and dancing on our way to our destination. As we reach there, two of the girls decide we'll go get the passes. And the rest of us, we were all just clicking pictures and talking and just, having our fun. And this is when a girl, one of our friends, comes running to us. And she goes, you guys have to follow me. I have something to show you. And we're like, okay, we'll follow you. And we follow her and we go to the entrance of the Wonderla. And we're like, Chalo, show what is it? And she's like, dude, turn back. There's four guys standing behind you, but don't make it so obvious. We're like, okay. And we turn back and see that there are four guys standing. And we're like, okay, damn. Which basically translates to there were like four guys who were around our age group. And to say it in the best way possible, they all looked nice. So obviously now me and my girls had something fun to talk about throughout the meeting. Right? And so we take our passes in and we go inside Wonderla and we're gallivanting and going on different rides, clicking pictures, vibing around. And as the time hits noon, we go have our lunch and we're out of the restaurant with a sheet of paper, which is like a map of Wonderla. And we're just looking at the map and we're like deciding which ride to go on. Should we go on this? Should we go on that? We just have a couple of hours left. And then we see the boys again. And so one of my friends goes, dude, I called dibs on that denim shirt guy. And should I go talk to him? And the rest of the troop goes, no, 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 you can't do that. It was fun, but we can't make things serious. Let's not do it. Let's just follow and stick to our plan. And so we look back into the map. And as we keep looking, we keep deciding where to go. And that's when we see the boys going to a particular ride. Now, the entire group goes like, should we go here? No, no, no. Should we go there? No. And then we collectively decide what any group of friends would normally decide in such a situation. We decide to go to the same ride as the guys. Now, we do this for one or two rides more. And this is when I go like, bro, I think we've done enough. We can't make things more sus. Let's just, finish our ride and go back home as we were almost near the end of the day. The last ride, which was the water splash. So now about this ride is the ride and an arc pathway are like adjacent to each other, which means the people can walk here and the ride is adjacent to it. So once we were on the ride, we could see people on the arcway. And we saw those four guys again. And this time we all girls just gave each other a weird look. Now, and we came down the ride and we were just giggling and laughing like a bunch of schoolgirls, which we were. Now, it sort of made us realize that okay, maybe we might have taken things a little far. So we backed off, completely moved away. We went to a small cafeteria sort of thing on the lawn. We ate our snacks and we were just going through the pictures. This is where we hear a small ruffling sound near the plants nearby. And we look and we see that the boys were passing by the same time. And we see a piece of paper which caused that ruffling sound. One of my friends go picks it up and she just catches it. And the rest of us go like, okay, open it, open it, open it. What is it? And so we opened that paper and it had the Insta IDs of those guys. Now, what did we do with that piece of paper? Did we reach out to them or did it cause more drama for us? We don't have the time to discuss all that, but let's just say the least. As we come to the almost end of the ride, I would like to talk to you guys about a small takeaway you can take from this. That is, if certain things happen in life, if certain situations happen in life, would we know how to deal with them? Because at a particular point, you might feel like, oh, that is so childish of you to do that. Given the present case scenario, neither me nor my girls would repeat the same thing again, which means it takes certain level of emotional maturity that comes at the right time and at the right age to deal with certain situations and times. And I think when you have a group of friends with you, no matter what life throws at you, at the end of the day, you will learn how to deal with it. Now, again, what I would like to say is this story was more of a fun thing that happened in my life and something that I would think about and reminisce 20 years down the lane and laugh about it with my friends. Now, this was a parallel universe where girls had all the fun because why should boys have all the fun? Thank you.
What a magnificent work of art presented by Toastmaster Mansi. Yes, surely, why should boys have all the fun? I'm already loving this day with such speeches. Now, I would like to call upon the third speech evaluator, Toastmaster Nikhilesh. And his introduction is so apt. He's Ehsan Faramosh, which is a Urdu or Hindi word which means ungrateful. Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viraj. That was a wonderful introduction. All right. So am I visible?
No.
That's because I haven't turned on my camera. Let me continue. Anyway, very good morning to one and all present here, and a special good morning and a warm good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Sharanya, who I will be evaluating, and she is doing her L3P1 in dynamic leadership, and project is to negotiate the best outcome. Timer, please note that the time limits are from 5 to 7 minutes, and then the speech title is Think Ahead. And yeah, so looking forward to the speech and all the best. Toastmaster Sharanya. And back to the most prominent member of the club.
I won't take that title, but Toastmaster Sharanya, she tells she was on a vacation mood a few days ago, but now she is very bored and wants to go back to college. Toastmaster Sharanya, think ahead, think ahead. Sorry, think ahead. Toastmaster Sharanya.
Can I check whether I'm audible and visible? Reaction? Thank you. Dug, 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 dug. Silence. I could only hear my heartbeat. And with the whole being of me, I realized that this was the most nervous I had ever felt. Stressed would be an understatement. Tensed, demanding, nerve wracked. I understood the clearest meanings of these feelings. I was shuffling through my hair and frantically clicking a pen. I was in deep, profound thought. What do I really want? What is right and what is wrong? This was my condition in the last few months of 2021. Had I got COVID and my head was spinning because of a fever? No. Was I on gunpoint? No. But metaphorically, it felt that way because now I was supposed to, had to, and ought to know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Better said, my future plans. During quarantine, I was lost. All the confidence that I'd hurled up through 12 years of schooling had completely gone. I felt like I was good for nothing. All the dreams that I had dreamed about taking a degree in computer science had been crushed. Let me tell you something about myself. I did schooling along with coaching for my 11th grade and then quit coaching for my 12th grade. Yes, horror. You might judge me now, but I just did not believe in myself. I decided that engineering is not for me and science is not my cup of tea. So, with a feeble flickering flame in my heart, I went to my parents and told them, I am not going to write any engineering entrances. You know what? I want to do design. And that feeble flickering flame in my heart completely died with their reaction. And then I knew I had to hit the road with some negotiation. My parents said, do you even know what you want to do? Do you know what you want to pursue? Do you even know what design is and what are the careers in design and what goes into achieving it? In my mind, I thought with a feeble no. I don't know. But was I going to tell that loud? No. I told them, wait, design is something that I've been interested in my entire life. I have made so many artworks since I was a kid. 7 canvas paintings and 3 books full of art. I love doing this and I'm very good at it. Do you not want me to be happy? I put every possible argument and negotiation that I could do up front. But my parents answered with one sentence. Are you doing design, considering doing design because it is easy? or because you're interested in it. I became anxious and started fidgeting again. I realized that I will have to do my research. I tried accommodating what my parents told. I decided to attend a few design universities webinars and talk to a senior who is already doing design. And with this, I came to know one big thing, that even design requires the equal amount of effort as any other degree. Now, I'm pretty sure many of us over here have thought that arts is more easier than science, right? I think we have all thought that at some point. But that's not the case. I've understood through this that if you want to go for a career in design or arts, you have to have a portfolio full of arts of different mediums, different styles, different domains. And you have to create this through years. It requires training and coaching as much as science. And had I had all of that? No, because I was pursuing science up until now. So I even talked to the senior doing design, and she told me that don't go for it if you think it's easy. Go for it only if you're interested. And now I realize this was a frail wish. It wasn't a dream. But I told my parents, I don't want to write any engineering entrances. I don't have the preparation as anyone else. I just have schooling with me. And to that, they announced just one thing. They told me, we believe in you more than you believe in your own capabilities. I said to them, no, it's not going to happen. Okay, I want to write BCA entrances. Do you know what BCA is? BCA is Bachelor of Computer Applications. I've always loved computers. I told them, I'll do BCA. They said, no, you are going to write a few engineering colleges entrances. No. Okay, I'll do engineering college entrances as well as BCA. And we came up onto this negotiation. I accommodated to what they wanted me to do. And then I gave a first exam, which is for BCA, and I passed with fine colors, and it was very easy. Then, what I'd agreed to, I gave 6 engineering college entrances, a very big number, Comet K and KCET. And what I realized, my parents were right. I should have believed more in my capabilities. I passed all of them, got consulate seats in all of them except one, and got scholarship in most of them. And I realized that wait, my parents won and their belief in me won. And I realized that now I'm in a college which I love, doing a degree that I love the most because I had accommodated what they were trying to tell me. That being said, this type of negotiation is called an accommodation style negotiation. After doing a bit of research, I've realized this type of negotiation comes in for a greater potential in the future. It comes in when you realize that you are in the wrong somewhere and that you want to prioritize your relationship with the other person. It's kind of like a don't rock your boat philosophy, which basically means trying not to upset the person in front of you, the other party, and concede to smaller points now for a greater picture and to gain greater points in the future. And this is what my story of how I carried out an accommodation style of negotiation, and it worked out very well for me. That being said, back to the TMOD.
Wow. I think vacation mode has brought everyone's talent out. Toastmaster Sharanya's boredom has really helped her to bring out her negotiation skills, I must say. So, what is the next segment? Okay, now is a TTM segment, table topic session. Now it is the time for pool party. I know everyone is excited to dive into the pool to test and showcase their swimming skills. But you should know one thing, the arrangement for the pool is done by Toastmaster Pranav, and we have to obey to his rules. So before diving in, take his permission, and now I would like to call upon Toastmaster cum Pool Master Pranav, whose introduction is like, in such a vacation mode, he is lazy to write an introduction. Toastmaster Pranav.
Hey guys, a quick check. I'm audible. You go?
Yes.
All right, great. So, when we're talking about vacations per se, what are the three things you'll boil it down to? One, you want to gallivant around from place to place. You want to explore all that you can. That's point number one. But then we have something which will be contradicting this too. That is, we want to be the laziest people we can ever be. laying down on a bed, waking up at 10 in the morning, if not even later, just like Nikhilesh said. You want to be the laziest people you want to be around. But then the third point, which is the whole over encompassing theme of a vacation, that is, we need it to be fun, of course, because what else is the point of it, right? So with this all being said, let's make this table topic segment a bit different, a bit unique, is what I thought. I need to be someone who's going to be lazy, yet make it fun for all of you. So instead of preparing topics for this, what I thought of doing is let's go alphabetical order wise. We have a lot of people attending today. Starting with, I guess, Aryan, who's the first in his name. Let's everyone take a minute and continue each other's story. Does that sound cool for all? Great. I get a few reactions. That's good to know. So now, here we go. Aryan, you're going to be starting the story, and everyone else in the alphabetical order are going to be continuing the same. Does anyone want to help me with the alphabetical order of people who are attending today? Or does it fall upon me to find and pick everyone out of you?
It's definitely upon you. You are the table topics master.
All right then.
Just open the list and
Uh,
it's already in alphabetical order.
yeah, so I guess everyone can just seamlessly take over things rather
No,
than
but the
me
thing is,
joining.
our name comes on the top, no, in
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
participants list.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Fine then. I
Yes,
guess I'll
so
be
Pranav
matched
only
to that.
back. Yeah.
Fine, fine. So Aryan, also a note to the timer. Instead of timing everyone for 1 to 2 minutes, let's make it fun for all and let's include everyone by keeping one card, that is a red card, at exactly 1 minute and a 15-second buffer after that. Sounds cool? Where's the timer, my doppelganger? Pranav,
Yes.
are you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right then. Aryan, here's how your story is gonna start. My vacations have just started. I'm on my way back home. And what are you gonna do?
Can you repeat the initial prompt? Hello? I couldn't hear it.
Sure,
That's I think Wi-Fi.
sure, 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 sure. My vacations have just started. I'm going back home. And then the floor is all yours.
Okay, my vacation has just started. I'm going back home. It has just been the end of AI semester. Everything was going well, then it wasn't. It was going well, then it wasn't, as most semesters do. Some ups, some downs. And when I was going back, I think I was a bit happy, yet sad, that I had not done everything that I could in that semester. There's some more memories I could have made. There's some more marks I could have gotten. But while I'm going back on my cycle, slowly, as I'm going back to my house, all of a sudden, I see there's a crash. There's an accident of a biker and a BMW owner. The biker going on a super fast bike, and the BMW owner, being the cocky people that they are, also going on a super fast car. The crash was not an accident that caused the death of anyone, but rather a crash that was about to happen because those both were saying which is the faster car or which is the faster vehicle. The BMW person saying, obviously, I have four wheels, I paid crores for this car, my car is much faster. And the bike, okay. So, do I stop in the red card or do I keep going now?
Yeah, you can stop at the red card. Jasvitha, you're next.
Okay.
Continue the story.
I should continue the story.
Yep.
Hello. Okay. So the BMW car owner was very particular about his car, and the bike owner was too. And even though the car and the bike prices are very different, we should not forget the fact that both are human. And at the same point of time, they are filled with all the human emotions that you can find at that point of time. And this bike owner was not ready to budge a bit. He was ready to take on this BMW owner, even though the consequences that he could get in our country might be a little bit different from others. not going to a political perspective. If we all know what is going to happen if you have a bit of money, and the BMW car owner was right there, ready to do a very big situation out of that. But remember again, it is Bengaluru and the traffic. If a person stops for 5 minutes, it's not just the butterfly effect, it is going to be some other effect, and the traffic is going to just stall over there for the next 3 or 4 hours. So everyone else there were trying to get them off together, not only just for these two people, but also for themselves so that they could go home at that point of time. So
Harsha,
Aryan was also there
go to
looking.
the next one. Harsha, continue.
Jasvitha, can you please repeat the last sentence, please?
Everyone were trying to pull them apart together.
Can you just come back again? I lost you in the last part.
Yeah. So BMW car owner and the bike owner are fighting with each other. Everyone are trying to pull them apart.
Okay, so as the BMW owner and the bike owner were trying to pull themselves apart, um, there came a time when um, I think one of them just decided to uh, peacefully negotiate and just apologize with each other and just get the situation in control and also get the traffic moving. And as this was happening, the traffic police came and he shouted at the BMW and the bike owner for creating such a ruckus. And yeah, the situation in Bangalore, more than, if there's a traffic police present in a traffic area, the situation just worsens instead of easing up. And that's exactly what happened. The situation was worse, it was bad, but it was getting worse. And to top it all, it started raining. So this was a typical situation where it was a big traffic block in Bangalore and people were getting restless. And yeah.
Hey there.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. So basically, the fight kept going, and then because the policeman interfered, the bike owner and the BMW owner got mad that the policeman interfered, and they're like, "Who the hell are you to interfere? We are fighting." And then the fight started shifting towards the bike owner and the BMW owner against the policeman, and then like the policeman got all fired up and then called the policeman's entire gang, the force and stuff, and then it started like being against the people against the policeman, and then it all fired up more, and they started using curse words, and then this the reporters came in, and then it was a huge deal, and people started watching from all over India, like in Bangalore. It's something between the people and the policemen, and then the fight slowly turned up. Okay.
Okay. Mansi.
Yes, right. So moving on with the story now, the bike driver and the car owner were pulled aside. Now they were sitting on a pavement sort of thing, and the police was trying to control the crowd and the traffic. And this is where since we're in Bangalore, our social media influencers come out with the mic and they go to the bike owner and the BMW car owner and go like, sir, what do you do for a living? So what is the career pathway we're going to follow so that a normal average middle class man can afford this bike, or a normal middle class man can afford this BMW car? And this whole thing messes up both the BMW driver and the bike owner. They go like, dude, what sort of situation are we in and what are you talking? Just get the hell out of here, man. All these social media influencers are just wasting our time. You guys can just go and walk on Church Street. Why are you here? And they start beating up the influencer and it gets viral on social media. The influencer goes live and goes like, oh my god, these people are like hitting me, and it just becomes a whole fuss in Instagram and stuff. And then the police, and by the time the police reach here, the man is all beaten up and he's bleeding. And this is when the normal someone from the crowd calls up the ambulance.
Nikhilesh,
All right. So raining, was it? It was raining, right? It's still raining, right? Or has the situation changed from, I don't know who included rain in the story, but nevertheless, let me assume that it's raining. And since there is rain, there is drama, and I have no deadline to meet. I'm gonna go to a chai tapri, get chai, sit, and enjoy the drama. And while I'm enjoying it, I get a call from my dad saying, "Where the hell are you? You're supposed to be home 15 minutes ago." So then, yeah, obviously, because vacations are over, I have to go home. I don't know why so much drama happened in the middle, but nevertheless, I was supposed to go home. I have bags with me. So I finish my tea and yeah, then I go pick up my bag, call the cab, and then I go home, sit peacefully, and then watch the entire thing on news, which seemed more comfortable than standing on the corner of the road and drinking tea and watching it. So yeah, and then I stepped off, and obviously yes, since I come home after a long time, I was being pampered.
Pranav, it's you only.
So Nikhilesh, on his way back home, suddenly gets intercepted by a crowd mob and they
I'm
start
already
playing
at home. I'm
Nannare
already
Nan.
at home.
Okay, that's
Already
bad.
at home.
So Nikhilesh tries to go out and is successful in going out, but then he is intercepted by this crowd mob, and all of them start dancing to the rain because it's been raining after a very, very long time in Bangalore. Since everybody was fighting for water, now people are fighting in water. So everybody goes crazy. All the regional songs featuring rain is there. Then nursery kids are playing rain, rain, come again, go another day. So someone takes the kids and dunk them in water because people are struggling for water. And here kids are saying rain, rain, go away. That's why it's going away too fast. After that, the main character enters. A superhero comes dashing
Pranav, I
in,
guess that's
trying
your
to
time.
sort out all this
Guess
situation.
that's your
And
time.
that's my time. Please go on to the next person.
Sanidhya.
Now, even though all this seemed to be a very interesting sight and a very entertaining for that matter, but my vacations had just started. So the thing I was most interested in was going back to home, having good food, and sleep off. I was least interested in why people are dancing to the rain, why a BMW guy and a bike guy are fighting for hell. I was more interested in taking my blanket, turning on the AC, and having a decent sleep because all I have been doing for the past 1 month is doing all-nighters because this was my fourth semester and I had to study a lot for my exams. So no matter what interesting situation arose, I was more interested in having my me time and taking the best.
Viraj, I guess you can conclude this.
Okay.
That's your time. Sanidhya,
I guess
that's
it
your
is
time.
Sharanya right now. Hello.
Oh, okay, yeah, Sharanya is the organizer, my bad. Sharanya, yeah, it's you. My bad, my bad.
Yeah, it's okay. So the fight is still going on, right? So the fight between the BMW driver, the bike driver, as well as our policeman standing over there, a traffic police. And at one point, there hits realization to the BMW driver. He says, "Wait, have I seen you somewhere before?" And they go, "What's your name?" And then our bike driver says, "Oh, my name is Kumar." And he says, "Wait, were you that Kumar who studied in ABCD public school in 8th grade?" He goes like, "Wait, are you Kishore who studied in the same class as me?" They came to realize that they actually knew each other. And turns out the traffic police also studied in the same school. And then they started talking about their school life. They started reminiscing nostalgia over the fight that was happening.
Viraj,
Over to Viraj.
finally your conclusion.
Yeah, while I was watching all this, when Aryan called me, obviously, I was sitting there with Nikhilesh, drinking coffee and watching all this. After all this happened, I went there. I told them, guys, you are amazing. You just gave me a good topic to talk upon. So I took the whole story and went and called Pranav H and told him all the story. That's why, you know, why he's telling the story right now here. So that's my thing. Thank you.
Great
Back
job,
to you.
everyone. Must say, the most amazing and ridiculous story which we all could have ever made together. And slightly I'll add, the most involved table topic session is which I have ever felt. Great job, everyone. Kudos to all of you. Back to the team word for the day.
Indeed, it was very engaging session, Toastmaster Pranav. Now I would like to ask the timer Pranav if we can get a 5 minutes break.
Yeah, we can have a break.
Sure. Okay, we are back again after a break, a short break. Okay, vacations. Can I hear from you guys? What is your perception of a vacation? Of a vacation? Anyone?
Sleep, wake up, eat, sleep, wake up, watch, sleep, eat, wake up.
That was kind of a ram. Nice. I would like to ask Harsha. Okay, let it be. Acha, okay, you're telling. Okay, fine. You're not audible, Harsha. Your mic is off.
Oh, am I audible now?
Yes.
So wake up, have food, laze around, annoy people around you, get screwed, and try to be a little productive, God knows how, and then go back to bed again.
That's a nice schedule. Now, we'd like to move to the final segment of our meeting, evaluation segment. So, I would like to call upon the general evaluator, Toastmaster Aryan.
Thank you for calling me on. Great session overall till now. So now I'll be giving evaluations on everyone. Some people love me because I give the evaluations. Some people hate me because I give the evaluations. So I would first like to call upon Toastmaster Jasvitha, who is the speech evaluator for Toastmaster Shivansh. Toastmaster Jasvitha.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay. So today my target speaker, Toastmaster Shivansh, has attempted his L3P2. The purpose of the speech is know your sense of humor. And his speech was well titled, called as well, Why Aren't You Laughing? And this is one of the gimmick most of the speakers use so that their title can attract the attention of the audience. And he started with a lot of excitement, and we were all excited to hear what was going on. And the purpose of the speech is to give a few humorous stories. And he has included a lot of stories in his speech, and he has perceived his speech with a form of 3 different stories. And the first story was about a very recent activity that happened, that was the elections. And though the elections. And he started with his experiences with him and his father. And he started about his election results. Blood was boiling about the elections. Toastmaster Shivansh, we know about the first golden rule that we refrain ourselves from talking about sex, religion, and politics. But you can do so. You can definitely talk about your experience. But I feel that when you say about the very extreme kind of expressions, people might feel a little bit offended. So in case you want to talk about it, I would suggest you to soften it a little bit. And while you're giving your speech, one of the suggestions that I give you is to stand in a particular position where you can be seen properly. First, you were sitting and then you stood, and the camera view was little objective. So I suggest you to do so. And the first story was all about you and your father, how you relate to each other, and how his genes travels through you. And I think we can all relate to this fact that all of us are going to turn into our parents, and I can still feel that as well. And the second story started with you, your father, and your sister and the Netflix. So I wanted to see what is the relation between the first incident and the second incident. And I think the you watching World Cup on your bed was a little bit off for me, that I couldn't find a proper relationship between both of them. And the third story was about ID card and the examination hall. As all every one of us know, we all depend on that one picture from the examination hall. I think your story is very relatable. All your stories are very relatable, but one point, they are not related to each other. I want you to work on your stories a little bit more so that they are related to each other. One suggestion that I give you is that when you're talking about your father in the first position, you told that you're turning to your father. And maybe in the second story or third story in the examination hall, you can say that I told you that I'm turning to your father, but uh, you can tell, okay, this is how I'm turning into your father, and I took a decision. Or you can say that, no, I am not turning into your father, still I have me remind. So some connection in both of them would have make all your stories relatable. And one most important thing, Shivansh, the purpose is to be humorous. And I think I didn't feel that glimpse of humor in your speeches. I want you to repeat your speech once more. And I also want you to work on your conclusion. What do you want to deliver from your particular speeches? I know that your speech is humorous, but there is one point that catches the audience, and that one point you want to deliver from three such stories, and that I want you to include in your conclusion than an abrupt one or two sentence conclusion that you have ended after the red card was shown. So this is what I tell you. What I want you to do is to write your speech again, to give a proper relatability between all the speeches, have a bit of transitions, work on your audience connection as well, and bring out humor. And I wish you all the best for the other speeches as well. Thank you. Back to the general evaluator.
Okay. Thank you for the great and very detailed evaluation, Toastmaster Jasvitha. Coming to the evaluation of Toastmaster Jasvitha, you mentioned the pathway and the project in the starting, and you made us understand what the speaker should have conveyed to the people. So that's a good thing. You also gave the timer objective. Your evaluation was very apt. If whenever you felt like he could have improved, you also gave him examples where like he could have said this and he could have said that. I think you covered everything that he missed or he did not say. So great evaluation overall. Now coming to the speaker one, Toastmaster Shivansh, I think it was a great speech. I think in the starting, a bit more energy should have been there because it's a Sunday morning. That's not his fault, but the pull was not there in the starting that got me hooked. And I think at the end of the day, humor is subjective. So many of us might not laugh at what he thinks funny or what some people might think funny, and that's okay. But overall, decent speech. I do believe there was no structure between the stories. It was just that story one, break, story two, break, story three. There was no like bridge. There was no journey that he took us on. And I would like to apologize from the general evaluators team or general evaluators side for the timer issues that happened. There was different colors that were displayed not properly. And I do believe that once Shivan saw the colors, he got a bit startled or a bit shocked because he was not sure what to do. And as soon as he saw the red card, he got a bit scared. And I think cut short his speech and went a bit impromptu. But otherwise, it was a decent speech. Next, moving on to speech evaluator two, that is Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Greetings, Toastmasters. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Mansi for giving such a phenomenal speech. Wonderla, a parallel universe. Can we have a round of applause for Toastmaster Mansi? I mean, you can use the React or whatever. Now, Wonderla is something that me and my friends, we have one group, Wonderla When, and that group has never been put to use. Toastmaster Aryan is smiling because we have been planning to go to Wonderla for like 2 years now, but till now we haven't made a single plan. So obviously the topic that you chose was fantastic, especially when the objectives of your speech were voice modulation and body language. It's always very good to tell us about a story of our lives, because obviously we can portray the characters, we can have body language, we can use voice modulation, and you did it in the best way possible. You were having different types of voices for different friends, you were going to the different parts of screen, you were having your hand gestures. It was fantastic. Moreover, the speech had very many comical elements, and when you have a comical element in your speech, people connect to you, and they feel more entertained, and they feel more connected with you. Now, coming to a few points that I would like to add. First of all, when you are giving a speech online, try not to use a background. Now, this project, it had the objectives as voice, the body language. And when you are having something as body language, the background, hides your hands when you do this way. So, in the major portion, if you're speaking, only your face is visible, but your body is not visible because of the background. So, try not to use the background. Point number two, I felt your speech was like you, since this was an exciting story of your life. So you were very excited in telling all the details about it, which made the speech a bit lengthy. So in the starting part, when you were giving the story, you were rushing through it. And when you are telling about a story, it's important that the audience imagines the scenario with you. So if you're telling that we are deciding onto the map that which ride we have to choose, we should be imagining four girls standing there holding a map and finding which place to go. So if the pace is very fast, it's difficult for the audience to do that. This you can note down. Point number three, your speech had two segments. One was the story part, and you ended the story part as what did we do? What did we do with the paper? Did we follow them or whatever? You left it on a mysterious note, which is good. But then it always needs a connecting part between the two segments. First point. And second point, since there are only two segments, you could have improved on putting an introduction. Okay, we know that you're going to Wonderla. This is your story. But then you could have started in a way like, okay, you guys are on your vacations. What plans do you make if you want to go out with your friends? The plan that I made was going to Wonderla. Okay, not just like I went to Wonderla. And other than that, it was a fantastic speech. So only a few challenges for you in the next speech. Read the script again and again and try to point out what you can improve on it. And don't use the background if it's an online mode. Congratulations on completing your project and all the best for your future projects. Back to the general evaluator, Toastmaster Aryan.
Okay, great evaluation over there, Toastmaster Sanidhya. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing my job as a general evaluator because of the quality of evaluations that are being given in the club. Because it was almost a perfect evaluation. You pointed out where she could have done better. You encouraged the speaker at the starting, like you asked everyone to clap, which is a very good thing to do. And wherever you felt like they could have improved, you also gave examples on what to do. So great evaluation overall. Now coming to the evaluation of Toastmaster Mansi. I really love the vivid hand gestures that you had in the starting. They like showed the excitement that you felt throughout the journey. Like in the starting, we could feel that slowly, we are moving towards this journey. What I wish that you had done is you should have made us feel how you felt, what the guys were like. Like we know that there were four guys that look good, but if you had like made them seem bigger than they actually are, I think we would have related to the story more, or people would have related to the story more. I know maybe if you had compared them that, oh, that guy looked like Hrithik Roshan from this movie, I think it would have added a more funny element. I know it, no, it's whatever. It's a more funny element, and people understand how you felt at that story. Because right now we were seeing the story as like a group of girls and group of guys, but the way the story should be is that we are the group of girls experiencing the story from a first person perspective, which sounds weird to say, but yeah, that's what I meant. And I think the ending could have been a bit better. I think the ending felt a bit abrupt. As soon as the Instagram handles came, you just ended it at like short part. And yeah, but overall, great speech. I can't wait to hear more of your speeches. Next is the speech evaluator 3, which is Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
All right. Am I audible? Right, thank you. And again, for the third or fourth time, I don't know. Good morning, everyone. And again, good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Sharanya. Well, just a second. Let me get. Yeah. So, think ahead. Well, for project, negotiate the best outcome. Think ahead didn't seem to connect initially when I saw the speech title and the evaluations form. It didn't really, connect a lot. Like I was negotiating and thinking ahead the same. But yeah, nevertheless, it was well connected. The way you exhibited everything throughout the speech was very good. Like the fact that you took up you were just showing the gesture where you were just clicking your pen and trying to fidget and get your anxiety under control and all of that. Well, that was a good thing, and you exhibited different characters, portrayed different characters in your speech. So that's again a very good thing. And that's something which we often miss, like bringing in characters into our speeches because it's 5 to 7 minute speech. So it becomes difficult for us to explain what we want to explain and then get in characters and all of that. That was well constructed speech. And what else? Your hand gestures, yeah, we were really good. Like initially, you were not doing some. I wouldn't call them weird, but I haven't seen them a lot. So those kind of hand gestures were there. So it was good. It in a good way. It was weird. Like I haven't seen that quite often. Well, these are things you've done really good. You have excelled at such things where you want to portray what you would really want to say and all of that. The topic was relatable and all of that was included. But again, coming to the point, things you might want to work on. Well, pace down the rate at which you speak. Oftentimes, people we lose track of what the speaker is trying to say because of how fast they are going. So sometimes, if you really want to keep your audience connected, try slowing down the pace. And the other thing I would like you to focus on is try asking the audience more questions. Not necessarily ask audience more questions, but try to keep them involved in your speech. Just try to make sure that they're listening to when you're speaking. And some other things were even though the rate at which you spoke was very fast or high, but then your speech was rather clear. We could understand whatever you were trying to say. You had good tone, decent tone, and all of that. When coming to tone, you could have, tone and voice modulation, you could have, let's say you were trying to enact your parents, you could have spoken with a heavier voice. And then when you were trying to enact yourself, like as a 12th grader, you could have used a childish kind of voice and all of that. Since it was an online meeting, I can't really talk about your eye contact because you were looking at the camera the whole time. So yeah, and physical gestures were used, but were they effectively used? Well, that we need to work on because there's using hand gestures and there's like overdoing it. So we have to find the correct balance between the two. And the topic was very relatable, the confusion and all of that. It really felt like, I was back in 12th grade and going through all of it. So yeah, all in all, a wonderful speech. Just a few things to work on, which we will get on and work. And yeah, good job and all the best for the speeches.
Great evaluation there, Toastmaster Nikhilesh. Now, everything that you said, I agree exactly with all of it. Just one thing, although I know it's an online meeting and you have some issues with your video, I think if you had a bit more enthusiasm in your voice, I'm sure that would have been very visible online, like, oh, sorry, offline, where you would have seen, but it did seem that you were sleepy mode in the starting as well. And giving a bit more enthusiasm to the speaker in the starting can help them have a bit more positive speech or just positive thing. But great evaluation overall, covered exactly everything. And you also gave examples on how they could have done it. So great work. Next is the evaluation of Toastmaster Sharanya. Great speech. You used props, which I really like. And at sometimes I could see the reflection of the ring light from your specs. So it made you seem like an Instagram influencer. But that's I think just adding to the thing. I do wish that there was a grander opening, a bit more hook to the story, because the story just felt like just like it's going straight, but there was nothing to keep us hooked. Maybe if you had talked or asked people how it would feel to be in this decision of life, choosing a road not taken, as my 10th grade teacher would have said, and maybe getting people more involved in the starting itself so that we expect something at the end of the speech. Ki, oh, this is how it turned out. So that I would have liked, but great speech overall. The body language and the voice gesture, everything was good. That added to the speech. Good job. Next is the evaluation of the whole meeting. For that, I would like to call upon my three monkeys. First is the timer, Toastmaster Pranav.
Am I audible and visible? Okay, so I'm the first monkey. Firstly, I would like to apologize to Toastmaster Shivansh, Toastmaster Jasvitha, and anyone else who had used wrong timer cards on. Sorry, I was just roaming around and I'm not that used to the online meeting. So let's start with the timings. Toastmaster Shivansh had used 7 minutes and 51 seconds, which is above the buffer. I know it is my mistake also when I flashed the red card. So he got a bit, let's say, surprised by it. I apologize for that. Next, Toastmaster Mansi used 5 minutes and 43 seconds. Toastmaster Sharanya used 6 minutes 43 seconds. Both of whom are within limit. Now to the evaluations. Toastmaster Jasvitha used 4 minutes 18 seconds, which is way above the time. I know you were giving a detailed evaluation, but still we could try working to keep that within the time limit. Toastmaster Sanidhya used 3 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Nikhilesh used 3 minutes 39 seconds. Toastmaster Sanidhya is within the time limit. Toastmaster Nikhilesh is just outside the time limit. We could work on that by being a bit more enthusiastic and increasing your pace a bit. That's it. That's my report. Back to the G.
Okay. Thank you for the thing. Now, I would just like to ask if you can text me or DM me the number of people who went over the limit, because I do not remember the exact number. But overall, coming to the evaluation of your role as a timer, Toastmaster Pranav, in the starting, it felt like you were a bit not prepared. I think you messed up giving the instructions. Now, all of us are experienced Toastmasters who have done this many more times, so it was not a problem for us. But if there's a guest, they can have the wrong idea of what they are supposed to or not supposed to do. And one more thing is that the background that you use or the image that you use, I don't think that was the official Toastmaster one, but I think the one you made. Am I wrong to assume that? It's okay. It's okay. I don't think your mic is audible, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just small mistake, just
It was
working
a
out.
wallpaper in my room.
Yeah, exactly. So what we prefer to do here at Toastmasters is you have a virtual background, which is given by Toastmaster International, which has the red, yellow, and green colors. And you can just change the background so you don't have to show anything else. And you can also pin yourself as the thing. So it's like, it seems more professional because in the three cards that you showed, one of the Toastmaster logo was blurred, whereas other one was perfect clear, like 4K vision. And also, I think you messed up the cards in the middle, which cause people to startle, but that's completely okay. It's understandable, and I know that you won't make that mistake again, but it's fine. Next, moving on to the report of Toastmaster Hridya, the R counter.
Am I visible? Okay, so in the speaker segment, Shivansh had a few R's, which is totally fine. Then Mansi had a few and. Sharanya, your speech was perfect. There was no crutch words. Then comes the TTM segment, which was a very unique segment. So everybody had a flow. So there was not much of crutch words used by anyone. Then comes the evaluation segment. Jasvitha had a very structured way of evaluating, but still she had a few and. Sanidhya's evaluation speech was pretty good, and there were no crutch words or filler words. So kudos to you. Nikhilesh had a few R's, and he also repeated the word and all of that, which can be reduced, but overall it was nice. Then a few suggestions to improve is that you could record yourself, because recording yourself can identify the crutch words, so it can be reduced in such a way. And also using pauses effectively, instead of filling the gaps, you can take a brief pause, so this gives a moment to collect your thoughts. And also complex sentences can increase the likelihood of fillers, so keeping the sentences clear and concise can also reduce filler words, and structuring your speech, like having a proper beginning, middle, and an end to it, can also improve upon it. Thank you.
Okay, great evaluation there, Toastmaster Hridya. Perfect thing. You also, I like the suggestions that you gave. It gave people to improve. And usually the role of our counter is seen as a negative thing because it's something that most people do not want to say. But the way you said the information, the way you told how many R's and ums, it was a more positive way. And I like that. Great job. Next is Toastmaster Harsha, the grammarian of the day.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters, and I'm back with my grammarian report. First of all, a huge shout out to Sanidhya, Mansi, Pranav, and Sharanya for using the word of the day and the idiom of the day. And coming to some of the good usages, they were Indian father genes traverse their way through me by Shivansh. Um, by Sharanya, it was feeble flickering flame and frantically clicking my pen. Car stalled in traffic by Jasvitha. Choosing the road not taken by Aryan. And coming to some of the improvements, TV at the home can be said as TV at home. Get little bit out of hand can be said as get out of hand. Um, that I had dreamed of being can be said as dreamt of being. And done really good can be said as done really well. And used this much of time can be said as took this much of time. Now, how can we improve the language usages in the future? First, read as many books, novels, articles as you can so that you can grasp all the good language usages in those. And write your script beforehand and keep practicing it. And yes, whatever good words that you're coming across daily, try to use it in your daily conversation so that it just becomes a part of your conversations and your daily vocabulary. So, yeah, that's about it. And over to the general evaluator.
Uh, great evaluation over there, Toastmaster Harsha. I agree with all the points, and I do wish more people said it. I know I'm a hypocrite, even I don't think I mentioned the word of the day or idiom of the day. And I also wish that I listened to more grammarian sessions. It would have probably helped me in my CIR exam, as many of my batchmates would understand. But great evaluation over there. Now moving on to the evaluation of the meeting. Going to the evaluation of the big four. First, I'll go to the evaluation of Toastmaster Viraj, the TMoD. It was a good topic. It was one that all of us relate to, which is a very good thing to do. Some feeling that all of us understand because all of us are also in that vacation mode on. And at some points, it just felt like you were reading a script of one of the other systems or something. And I would have appreciated if there was more eye contact with the audience. You can just keep the script on the laptop that you're viewing it, and like just similar eye line to the camera. That would have helped. And also, I think that you messed up the title of one specific person. I think Sharanya's speech title you messed up, and that can just be not so. It can disrupt the flow of what the speaker has prepared in the starting. But otherwise, great evaluation. Sorry, great TMOD session. Overall, you explained everything, and you took us to the journey. You specifically asked people also how they would enjoy their vacation, and you told about your journey also. So it was a nice, fun session. Next is the evaluation of Toastmaster Mansi for the essay. It was great thing. I know that it was like surprise that you became the essay for this specific meeting. That's okay. Just a bit more effort and a bit more positivity in the starting because it's all Sunday morning, Saturday morning actually. No, everyone just woke up. No one knows anything exactly. So if you had a bit more, like a bit more like positive nature, I think it would have had a good kickstart onto the meeting. Next is Toastmaster Pranav, TTM. Firstly, kudos on that session. It was, I think, one of the first sessions where almost everyone was involved. And when I'm making the forms also, I had to write literally every member's name. And I think that was a very good thing. If there was a guest also, I think they would have liked that approach because when you see people go before you and do it, it's very easy to like go on with the flow. So guests would have loved it. Only one or two things is that maybe you could have had a bigger prompt in the starting, like a bigger story that you could have given, because there's always a chance that the story could have gotten boring. in always. And I think the rules could have been explained a bit more clearly, because many people, when they were speaking, they were just cut off in the middle and they did not know when to stop or when to give it off to the next person. But otherwise, great session. I know many people will remember this table topic session for a long time to come. Now going on to the evaluations of the overall meeting. Meeting started at 10:14 a.m., which is completely fine on after this meeting has been conducted after a long time, like a long, it's been time since we conducted the last meeting. There were some timer issues, but that I gave my evaluations on, and I know that that issue won't happen again. I did not see many people clap at the end of a speech. It was only one or two people, maybe the evaluator, maybe myself. I think that clapping should have been done more as a positive reinforcement. Overall, great meeting. I think we are getting back on track after a long time. I think it's been a month or month and a half since we last did a meeting, and I can see us grow as a team. Now, also there's a meeting at the end of, like, there's a meeting on the evening. So I hope everyone joined the rendezvous meeting. But now I think that has been me. That has been my general evaluation for the meeting. Now back to the TMoD Toastmaster Viraj.
Well, I thought I was reading the script that was not visible, but I think it was clear. It clearly was. Okay, I'll try to avoid it. So, guys, where's the enthusiasm? Everyone is mute. Okay, whatever. Vacation, yeah, it is vacation mode. Okay, we are now at the end of the meeting. The party is over. So it seems so timeless and didn't even realize when the time got over. Just like our vacations, at the end of which it feels like it had just started yesterday. Where did the days go? But not yet. It had just begun, and we realized that only the meeting is about to end, not our vacation. There are so many things to be done, not certifications and internships like many do, but doing our hobbies to draw, play, write poems, watch stand up, learn how to write a joke, do pot making, learn cooking, make videos, learn how
Get
to make
closure.
videos, and so many things. Get closure. Okay, fine. The best part about doing all this is that you need not worry about any of these. Vacation is such a period in which even if you do something or do not do anything at all, the night before you sleep, you don't regret anything. You will still get a good night's sleep with one motive to enjoy tomorrow's day as well. So go out and break some eggs, or do not and just sleep. Do whatever you want. It's your vacation mode and it is on and it is your rule. So I would like to hand over back to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Viraj. Well, that was a, I have to say it, it was a wonderful meeting, wonderful theme, well crafted theme, to be honest, except for the part where it was delivered by Viraj. Everything else was perfect. But yeah, so till our general evaluator is sending, is the form out, or how is it?
1 second.
Take your time. So yes, announcements, there are none as such. Again, there's a rendezvous meeting in the evening, so people please do come and attend it. I think it has been created some 3 4 times. So yeah, I think it's registered into your minds. Yeah, please do come and be there. Cheer for the people who are speaking from our club, evaluating from our club, taking tag roles and pick 4 roles. Please be there, and it'll be fun. And I know Toastmasters can be very taxing during vacations. Not really a thing, at least Toastmaster Viraj wants to do, but nevertheless. Yeah. So
The meeting
it's a good
form is
thing.
out.
Yeah. So people please go out and vote. Please send it out in the meeting chat also. That would be easy. Anyway, so people like always, it's time for, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, I forgot the name, but nevertheless, please go and vote. Whilst you're voting, someone can come up and say, what is the one thing you've done this whole launch off is the word. Something you've done this week, which will be memorable or inspiring or whatever. Anyone can go and take it. Should I just call people out?
Okay, 1 second. Do not vote for the meeting. I think there's an error. Sorry.
Right. While the new flow. Okay, let me just call someone up. Is that okay? Before I call someone, before I pick someone, does anyone have anything inspiring or good or memorable to say? Pranav Nair, please.
Sorry, guys. Am I audible and visible? So I have something to say, even though it's not very
Wait, sorry to cut you off.
inspiring. It's
The new link has been sent. Please vote.
let's vote. Voting is our birthright. Just a minute.
Toastmaster Aryan, have you changed the speech evaluator thing?
So on recommendation of Toastmaster Sanidhya, anyone who had the timer issue, we are giving a 30-second extra.
So what
So
about Nikhilesh?
no, Nikhilesh was over. I don't know. I think he had the timer issue. So
Okay.
if for you and Toastmaster Shivansh, they got the extra 30 seconds for the timer issues.
Wait, Pranav, you can go ahead with what you were going to say.
Aryan, you stopped him. Very bad.
so so for launch off, Nikhilesh wanted us to tell something inspirational or memorable. Well, I have only one, and you can see it very clearly. I decided to shave my head because why not try new things? The experience is pretty good. I would suggest all of you to do that because why me alone? And on top of that, you feel very light, I guess. I am blinking twice. If I am in danger, please save. I don't know why did I decide to speak because Nikhilesh wasn't willing to show us his face. I really wanted to see how he was in Chennai, but I guess that's another time. Back to Nikhilesh. I screwed up the launch off.
That was rather inspiring. You did inspire all of us to, get our go wild. Uh, but yeah, I think Bangalore water is already doing that to us, so you don't have to inspire much there. But anyway, how many people have voted? Like, is the one more person? We have 8 responses. We'll wait for another minute or so, and if we don't get the last vote, let's just go ahead. Anyone else? Anyone wants to
Me.
add anything? Viraj, obviously. Of course, you would like to talk here.
The most memorable experience was what is today's date? 8 June. It has been 8 days since I've seen Nikhilesh's face. It is so good. I must tell. This is very memorable. That's all. Back to Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
Good thing that the meeting is on record.
I'll be sending you the responses, Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
Yeah. All right. So best of tag team. Any guesses? Drum rolls, please. Am I audible?
Dub 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 dub.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Not required. It doesn't work in online meetings. So best of tag team goes to Toastmaster Harsha, our Grammarian for today.
Yeah, VPPI.
People come on camera so I can take picture.
Yeah, I'm not turning on my camera. Someone else give proxy.
You didn't win. No one wants to see you. Open camera.
Okay, thank you.
Next.
Best of speech evaluators. Any guesses? Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Come in frame. Good. Next.
Best of table topic speakers.
Everyone.
There's a three-way tie. Oh my God. Okay, wait. This is going to take some time. So it's Toastmaster Aryan, Toastmaster Mansi, and Toastmaster Sharanya. Congratulations, guys. And moving on. Wait, where is it? Best of Big Four. Again, it's a three-way tie. Okay, fine, nice. The best of Big Four goes to our TMoD, TTM, and GE. Congratulations to Viraj, Pranav, and Aryan. And then finally, best of speaker, the most awaited one. It goes to Toastmaster Mansi. Congratulations, everyone, on winning best of all the people who won the best of whatever role you've taken up. Good job. Congratulations. Many more to go. And with that, I declare meeting number 46 themed vacation mode on closed. Okay. Yes.